Hey everyone, good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Monday. Welcome back. Let's do a quick little mic check. So anybody that's on the live chat, if you want to give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if the volume sounds okay on your side. Bri, good morning. Hi Amanda, Alberto, Rosie, good morning. Hey Bradley, Emily, welcome back. John and Josh, good morning you guys. Bradley, I hear you. My body is so sore from yesterday's class. Sounds good, Bri. Thank you. I cannot be held responsible for where these classes are going. We are, 5+ months and still going through quarantine yoga, and there's definitely been a progression to the sequence. There has to be, if you're doing it every day, and there has to be ways that you're progressing the sequence and the experience. So I think we're all feeling that in many different ways. But I look forward to being able to ground ourselves back into the studio environment and the community and practicing together hopefully soon. I think we're going to receive some more information from the state of California this week. We don't know if that means, opening tomorrow, but I think there's going to be some more information coming. So we'll see and continue to, monitor what all that looks like to make sure we're staying as mindful as we can and practicing safely as we can. Hi, Al. Happy Monday. Sherry, Caddy. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and lie down onto your backs. We'll start in Shavasana. Legs long with your arms by your sides. Hey, you're welcome. I don't have a specific playlist, but if you want music, you're welcome to turn on a playlist of your liking for a fit class today. And release your legs long, arms down by your sides. And then notice when you lie down, sometimes there's this extra sway in your low back. If you use your elbows and pull your shoulder blades up the mat a little bit, so I lifted the head. You pull the shoulder blades up the mat and then settle back down the low back. You may stay a little bit more flat versus exacerbating that curve. And then you can rest here, close your eyes, listen to the sounds of the traffic on La Brea. You can't hear it, but that's what I'm listening to. And then I always ask the question, and this was pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, and it'll probably be after the pandemic, I think, where is everybody going? Where are we always going as a human race, whether it's cars? We don't utilize, I guess, the localized feature of our feet or even a bicycle as much these days, but, where's everybody going in the cars? It'd be so interesting if we had, a little bit more insight, understanding as to what all that buzz and where all that energy was going. So for the sake of our practice, we'll just pull it all into the breath. We'll utilize the energy of movement in our flow and see what all that feels like this morning on a Monday morning, late August 2020. Bend your legs, please. Bring your feet flat onto the mat. And we'll stay short in the hips. Bring your knees into your chest, hands to your shins. A light squeeze. With your knees in your chest, you should feel a fuller breath. And coming further up through your torso. And let your feet go down onto the ground, roll onto your right side, pause there in the fetal position. And head can rest into your bicep. Feel the release of your jaw, your back, your neck, and your shoulders. Use your left hand, make your way around to all fours, come into tabletop. Spread your knees a little bit wider, as wide as your mat and tabletop. Slide your right hand forward an inch or two, and bring your left arm across underneath your right armpit, and so you can come down onto your left shoulder. Tailbone is up. The left arm is threaded behind your right armpit, and then rest the side of your head and down onto the ground. So a twist and feeling through your upper back and your shoulder girdle. If you're really tight in your hips, obviously you'll feel this in your hips. Let's bring the lips together so they're sealed, and take 3 breaths in through your nose and out. And ground yourself through the awareness of your breath. On your inhale, slide your left arm back out, come to all fours. And feel that release. If you're holding on a lot of tension through the lower third of your spine, let it release. Hi, Ren. Hi, Parisa. In San Francisco, I hope you guys are doing well up there. I know there's a lot going on with the fires. Move your left hand forward a couple inches and bring your right arm behind your left armpit. And slowly come down onto your right shoulder. Turn the head. And your left arm is there to support you. The more you can surrender, let gravity come down through the body. Let it happen. Seal your lips. And breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Use your left hand, slide your right arm out, come back up to all fours, and feel the lower third of your spine come back into neutral. And so if you just lift your chin, you look towards the device that you're practicing on. You notice that fig tree up and behind me to the left. That is our tree of life at the studio. And so I probably have never explained this to everybody, but it's the tree of life in the sense that it acknowledges anybody that is no longer here with us. And so next time you come into the studio, we've had people put, stones or little mementos and things like that in the base of that tree, and it is thriving, everybody. And so I just wanted to point that out, and so we always have, that energy of our loved ones with us in the studio. And it's a nice little reminder. Everybody walks past it before you go into the practice space. You drop the belly, inhale, open the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, pull your belly in, round through your spine. Cow pose, inhale to extend, drop the belly, and shoulders back. Hey Ron, good morning. Exhale, tuck the chin, pull the belly in, round through the spine. Inhale to extend, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the chin, belly in, round through the spine. 2 more, inhale to extend. Exhale, chin to chest. Press through your hands, ground through the knees. 1 more, inhale to extend. And as you exhale, round the spine. Feel the hands, feel the knees, ground the tops of your feet, and then stay here in the cat back. Notice if you're gripping through your jaw, relax your jaw. Keep your belly firm, but come into a neutral spine, tabletop. And come down onto your forearms, interlace your fingers, cross your thumbs. And belly's firm. Step your right foot back, tuck your toes. And your left foot back, tuck your toes. You're in a forearm plank pose. And feel your feet run the length through your side bodies. You're going to level your pelvis, pull your pubic bone to your chin. You'll feel your tailbone drop down and in. Feel the strength in your thighs. Press down through your forearms, and your gaze is looking down in between your wrists. At the end of your next breath, lower your knees, lower your hips down, legs are straight behind you. You're in Sphinx pose. And separate your palms, elbows in. Your arms are propping the chest up, shoulders away from your ears. And feel the ascending line to your spine, shoulders drop down, space at the base of the neck. And it's normal if you feel some pressure down in your lower spine. You breathe out through your belly, feel your belly and your hips press into the mat. As you exhale, keep your heart up, shoulders down. And if it's too much to look forward, then take your gaze to the top edge of your mat. You let the breath slow you down so you can realize and that you're less anchored in your thoughts, more connected to the energy of your flow. If your gaze is forward, look down in between your elbows, stay on the tops of your feet, and then lift your knees and hips off the ground. So you're on your forearms, okay? The tops of the feet are on the ground, and you're pressing to lift the knees and the hips off the ground. If you're shaking a little bit, that's normal. Stay with your breath, wrap your ribs in. Feel your low belly, and come up to your left hand, come up to your right hand. And you tuck your right toes, tuck your left toes. You're in plank pose. Welcome back. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. Take a deeper breath in. In's like yawning the body open, a little sway side to side. Feel your hands in your shoulders, little pops and cracks and snaps in your knees. And down into your toes. My ankles crack pretty much every day. And draw stillness in your down dog. Stretch your heels back, then press them down as you lift your tailbone up. Come back to the breath awareness, lips sealed. And palms firm so you can feel the shoulders lift back into their sockets. And bring your big toes together, lift your heels up. Look at your feet and then tiptoe, walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Top of the mat, big toes together. Slight bend to your knees, drop your chin. Interlace the fingers behind your low back. And cross your thumbs, and then reach your knuckles straight up. And so you're squeezing the elbows straight. Close the pinky side of your palm. Feel your legs, that little bend to your knees if your outer hips and your hamstrings are really tight this morning. And please, the reminder, you do not want your life to go back. And so when people say, can we just go back into that which was normal? The reminder is normal was simply what you were comfortable with. The evolution, the beautiful change, the progression of life is through the unknown. And you don't want your life to go back. You want to see our life in what is right now, this place, this time, these feelings. And so the breath can pull all of that energy into the movement, into your flow. Soften your hands down to the ground, release your grip. Inhale, lift halfway, open the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, circle the arms, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart, legs straight, belly in. Inhale, circle the arms up, reach. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Feet can be about hip width apart. Draw with your legs, knit through your ribs, take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway to chaturanga and hold it. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra pose. Press down through the tops of the feet. Hover your hands 1 inch off the mat and then pulse your chest up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, look down, tuck your toes, press up, plank pose. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And 3 breaths in your dog. And squeeze the elbows straight, press down into the pinky sides of your hands. And claw the mat with your thumbs and your index fingers. You feel a little lift in the arch of your palm. And bring your big toes together, lift your heels up, bend your knees. Exhale, take 2 big steps to the top. Step, step. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, sweep the arms. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Plant the hands, 2 big steps back, come into your high plank. And draw with your legs knit through your ribs, keep the head up. Bend your arms, lower halfway, chaturanga, stay there, take an inhale. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, inhale, baby cobra. Press down through the tops of your feet, hover your hands, let's do it again. Pulse the chest, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, look down, tuck your toes, elbows in, push up. It's getting lighter. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. And so we do what is being done right now. And connect to that which is here, your feelings. And to live in a deeper state of vulnerability, openness, love, compassion. See it. It's right in front of you. Right? You want to fall in love with yourself. It's right in front of you. And you want to meet that person, fall in love, they're right in front of you. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, exhale, 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back, lower halfway, chaturanga flow. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Open your right hip, curl your heel to your bum, and put your right toes on point. So that's going to get you feeling a little bit more higher on the thigh. And left heel is heavy, shoulders as square as they can be. And draw the space to your left hip crease so your tailbone is still lifting up. Square your hips, kick your right leg back straight. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick your right leg back up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick your right leg back and up. Exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Big step to lunge, lower your right knee down. Untuck the toes, inhale, rise, arms up. And focus on the feeling, top of your right foot. And to open you up through the top of your right thigh, shoulders down, and tailbone down, belly in. Now we can lift the chest, lift the chin, little Anjaneyasana. Feel the length in your side bodies. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bring your hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee. Inhale, step back to your plank. Exhale, lift your hips into your dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Open your left hip, curl the heel in, put your left toes on point. And so you're feeling to the top of the thigh. Anchor and draw your right heel, turn your left ribs down, keep lifting your tailbone up. And with breath, it's easy. Square your hips, straighten your left leg. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back. Big step to lunge, lower the knee down. Untuck the toes, inhale, rise, arms up. And see what happens if you simply allow things to fall in through the breath awareness where they're supposed to be. And accepting what is, doing what you're doing while you're doing it. Shoulders down, lift your gaze up. It sounds so simple. If you're confused, deepen your breath. Anytime, any place. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bring your hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee. Inhale, step back to plank. Palms shoulder width, bring your big toes together. Keep the head up, 3 yogi push-ups. Lower halfway, press up. Lower halfway, press up. Lower halfway, press up. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Draw the air through the line of your spine. Are you actually doing that? Probably not. But the visualization, utilizing the mind, gives you this direction. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, exhale, take 2 steps to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms up, legs straight. Exhale, bend your legs, sit back in a lightning bolt, Utkatasana. And if you're gripping with the outer hips, put an inch space between your knees. Pull your bum back, take the weight out of your toes. 3 breaths in through your nose and out. And so you're living in the space versus living in the grip, even when there's challenge and intensity. Take your breath, exhale, dive, fold it out, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, listen. Step your left foot back into a lunge, big step. Straighten your front leg, come onto your fingertips, and support the flat line to your spine. Push the gas through your front foot and pull your outer right hip back, belly in. And feel the breath into your hamstring. And slow down your exhale. Use your arms to draw. Put a little bend to both knees. And then left knee behind your right knee, curtsy squat. Inhale, we step back to lunge. Exhale, left knee to right knee, squat. Inhale, back. Exhale, squat. Let's go. Back, squat, back, squat. It's like a little rocking chair. Feel the hamstring. Feel the glute. Knee to knee. Step back, squat. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to let it burn. Hold it in on 1. Knee to knee. Bend your standing leg. Hands to your heart. Why? Because we're strengthening the hamstring and the glute. Lift your heart, lift your left knee all the way up in front. Reach your arms over your head, 1-legged mountain pose. Steady your gaze, draw your ribs in, push down through the ball of your right foot. And steady and strong, bring your left foot down next to your right. Interlace the fingers, release the index, and side bend to the right. And shoulders square, inner thighs draw back. And take the grip out of your lower spine. Drop your belly down as you lift the heart up. And feel the awakening in the breath. You're more aware of what you're doing. You're more present and with the feelings and observation of your mind. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Left foot stays, right foot back into your lunge. And use your arms, fingertips on the ground. Straighten your front leg. Back heel is high. You're working your back flat, shoulders away from your ears. Pull your heart through. As you work the space around the hips, then you can get into the hamstring. It's like breathing into the belly, like a muscle in the belly in your hamstring. And fingertips stay where they are, a little bend to your knees. Exhale, right knee behind your left knee, curtsy squat. Inhale, step your right foot back. Exhale, knee to knee, squat. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee to knee, squat. Let's go. Step, squat, step, squat, step, Squat. When you get to 5 or 6, you start to feel it in your left hip, hamstring, and glute. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it in on 1. Back flat, hands to your heart. Feel your standing leg. Everything created through the dependencies of your hips to your hamstrings, rise all the way up. Right knee in front, reach your arms over your head, one-legged mountain pose. You stomp the ground down to your left foot and feel the lift and the length. Keep your ribs in. Step your right foot down next to your left, interlace the fingers, and release the index, side bend to the left. Hips square, it's relative to the top edge of your mat. There's a line. Nobody wants to live in a box, and so expand. Remember, you can draw all the energy. Where's everybody going? I'm looking at them. Watching the cars drive by. Pull that energy into your breath. Right? That unknown, you can take all of that and put it through you, create something positive and peaceful. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank, high push-up. Shoulders over your elbows, kick through your heels. It's getting lighter, lower halfway. 3 yogi push-ups. 1, 2, and 3. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. And spread your fingers. Look at your hands. Look and see if your fingertips got really close to each other. And spread out so you're pressing out of the wrist using the upper arms. And breathe in through your nose. On your exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, step back into your down dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Let's go. Back, switch, back, switch, back, switch, back, switch. Now go right knee, left elbow. Back, left knee, right elbow. Back, switch, back, switch, back, switch, back, switch. Keep it going. Switch, switch. Now knee to nose. Switch, 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 switch. Good. Feel that. Now you're going to keep your shoulders back, downward facing dog. Okay, look to your hands and start to walk it out. Okay, walking, jogging, running. Shoulders stay still. And you're working in your mountain climbers. Knee to chest. Go a little faster. Go a little faster. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we sweat. Come back into your down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step right foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, crescent warrior. Exhale, arms by your sides, power lunge. Chest over your right knee. Reach to the crown of your head, lift your back heel high. Feel the weight coming into your front foot. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay, stand, left knee all the way through, lift it up in front of you. One-legged mountain, you've got it. Left ankle to your right thigh. Figure 4, drop in, and through an exhale, bend your standing leg. Left ankle is flexed, gaze steady. Inhale, arms up like chair pose. Exhale, right arm under your left arm. Eagle arms, palms to prayer. Press your left ankle into your right thigh and then slide your elbows up. And drop your belly down. Feel your standing leg. You can do it. 3 breaths right here. Unwrap the arms. Inhale, rise, reach up, lift your left knee in front. Exhale, step down, feet together, hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, look up, belly in. Exhale, dive, give it away, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back, bend your arms, chaturanga flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, press the mat away. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise arms up, crescent warrior. Kick through your back heel, arms by your sides, power lunge, chest over your left knee. And pull up through your right inner thigh, reach to the crown of your head. And you're already halfway there. As you contain, connect through your belly. Bring your hands to your heart, transfer the weight, and bring your right knee through, lift it all the way up in front of you, one-legged mountain pose. Shoulders down, chest proud, right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4. And bend your standing leg, and your bum can be kicked back as your chest remains proud. Eyes on one spot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your left arm under your right arm, eagle arms. And firm to your right ankle and your left thigh, slide your elbows up, drop the belly down. And slowly inhale, rise, lift your right knee up in front. Exhale, step down, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, dive, forward fold, give it away. Inhale, lift halfway, feel that openness. Plant the hand, step back into your high plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips and press back into your downward facing dog. And going a little bit deeper from like we started, big toes together, bring your feet forward 3 inches. Keep your left hand where it is. Reach your right hand back for the outside of your left shin, ankle, or underneath the outside of your left heel. And press the heels down. And draw your navel in. Slide your right hand forward. And you want to go slow. Set your right palm. And then reach your left hand back. Grab the outside of your right shin, the ankle, or all the way under the outside of the heel. You can get some life movement and flow underneath your shoulder blades. And you notice how that sits right in behind your heart. And then all the support, the cast of characters, your legs, your belly. Take it slow. Bring your left hand back out in front. And feel both hands. Separate your feet, hip width. Down dog should feel a little bit deeper. Stretch the heels down. And turn the legs on. Take your hands, walk them all the way back to your feet. Peace fingers, hook your big toes. Rock the weight down into the balls of your feet, lift halfway. Navel in, elbows out, active forward fold. Stretch the top of your head down to the ground. If you can straighten your legs, make sure you're doing it and breathing around the hips and through the lower spine. Up through the middle spine, all the way into the back of the neck, shoulders away from your ears. And little bend to your knees, release your toes, separate your feet so they're mat width distance apart. Heels in, big toes out, squat. Feel the hip flexion. If you can keep the heels flat to the mat, and you play with the angle of the feet, toes in, toes out, and so that's going to adjust the orientation and bone structure from your thighs into your hips. Elbows to your inner thighs, palms to your heart center in prayer. And even if you're not looking up, shoulders down, back of the heart lifts up. Feel your feet where they are. On the exhale, lift your bum and straighten your arms back through your legs. Elbows to your inner thighs. Inhale, squat, hands to your heart center. Exhale, lift your bum, arms through your legs. Inhale, squat, hands to your heart center. Exhale, bum up, arms through your legs. Good job. Inhale, squat. Keep your bum low, reach your arms up like Utkatasana. And weight into your heels. Wrap your pinkies in. Now lift your bum as high as your knees. And then pulse your bum up and down here. 10. Little micro pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, hands to your heart center, gaze out in front. Step your feet together, big toes touch. And release your arms by your sides. Feel the space through your midline. Great job. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step onto your right foot, middle of your mat. Lift your left heel, start to hover your left leg. Slide your arms back by your sides, you're in toppling tree. Left leg stays lifted. Take your left hand down onto the ground. Fingertips, you could always use your water bottle or a block. Pull your heart forward. Gaze to the top of your mat. Reach your right arm up. So you're in revolved half moon. And you literally pumped it up. And from your frog squat set. And setting this point, keep your left leg up. Bring your gaze and right hand down. You've been here. Tuck your left knee behind your right knee. Curtsy squat. This time curl your chin into your chest. Forehead to your right knee. Hey, you're in a little ball. Sit down. You feel the breath in the back body. Hey, check me out. Left foot inside your right foot. Pop both heels up. Double toe stand. Sit on your heels. Squeeze your knees. Gaze forward. And bring your palms to your heart center. And feel the light line stack through your spine. And you can stay right here. You're going to feel this in your feet. Option to inhale your arms up. And then eagle wrap, right arm under your left arm. Keep the heels lifted. Bind your forearms. And hips to your heels as you slide your elbows up. Keep your ribs in. And feel the embrace of all the space channel open through the inner thighs. Notice there's no weight in your lower back. You might be feeling your feet like crazy. Feel what you're feeling. Unravel the arms. Bring your hands down onto the ground. Lift your bum forward, fold, set your feet flat. Good job. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, crawl your hands out. Come into a high plank, high push-up. Big toes together. And set your right hand forward an inch. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, side plank. Keep the head up, reach your left arm into a T. And so your bottom shoulder is light. Bottom hip is lifted. Float your top leg up, kick out through the heel. And feel the star. And draw length into your right side body as you lift your left leg up for 3, 2, gaze and left hand down, pivot slow, come into your plank pose. Shift forward, tease it. Upper inner thighs, press back into your downward facing dog. Great job. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel flat. You bring your right hand inside your right foot and take your left arm up towards the ceiling. Hook a bind, left forearm behind your spine. Look down, take your right arm, reach your hand up for your left hand, and go for the full bind. Okay, today all we're going to do is roll your hips under, pull your heart forward, shoulders back, and then slide the gaze forward. And draw through your heart center, ground through your back heel. Take 3 breaths. And gaze down, bring your left and right hand to the ground. Pivot on your back toes, step back into your down dog pose. Head below your heart, keep your lips sealed, breathe in. Fully through your nose, breathe out. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. Slight bend to the knees, hands to your hips. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, rise, come all the way up to stand. Arms by your side, space through your inner thighs. Feel it, drop out of your low back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, step onto your left foot, middle of your mat. Hover your right heel, lift your right leg. As you hinge, arms by your sides, toppling tree. And the question is, what's easier, to give or to receive? Or is there a neutrality? And that comes by connecting to the breath and realizing the union between your body and mind. And keep your legs where they are. Take your right hand down to the mat, block, or water bottle. Extend your heart forward. Look at the top edge of your mat and then reach your left arm up. You're in a revolved half moon. And shoulders away from the ears. So you're not just lifting the head. You're drawing strength through your low back. You worked on that from the beginning of your practice. And breathing around through the midline. And soften your gaze. Bring your left hand down to the ground. Nice. Bring your right knee behind your left knee. Curtsy squat this time. Curl your chin into your chest. Forehead to your left knee. You're in a tight, tiny little ball. And to release the shoulders, to breathe across the back. And from here, step your right foot inside your left foot, pop both heels up, and sit on your heels, knees squeeze, double toe stand. Roll your heart up, shoulders down, palms together in front of your heart center. Hug the inner thighs. You can stay if you want to play. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm under your right arm, eagle arms. And feel the feet, the lifeline. All the life in the feet as you slide the elbows up and draw the inner thighs together, broadness in your back. Breathe into the space. And see how you're taking all the energy of where is everybody going, putting it into your breath, feeling your flow, the prana, the life force energy. Unravel the arms and bring your hands down beside your hips. Lower your chin, lift your bum, forward fold. Great job, let it go. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, come out into your high plank. Big toes together. You've set this lightness, left hand forward an inch. Outer edge of your left foot. Keep your head up and reach your right arm up into the T. And bottom hip is lifting, top leg can float. Kick through the heels. And as strong as that right leg is now, that's what you want to feel when you're in that bind. Slowly gaze and right hand down. Pivot square into your plank. Tease it. Shift forward. Upper inner thighs. Press back into your down dog. Take a step. Left foot in between your hands. And bring your left hand inside your front foot. Pivot your back heel down. And tailbone down. Reach your right arm up. And then half bind. Right forearm behind your spine. Look down. Left shoulder behind your left knee. And then reach your left hand up. Clasp your right fingers. Okay, roll your bum under. Pull your heart forward, shoulders back. And this is where we're at today. This is where we're at. And feel your back heel. Release the bite in your jaw. 3 breaths. And gaze down, hands to the ground. Frame your front foot, pivot on your back toe, step back into your dog pose. Feels good all the way through the back. You can stay in your dog if you want one more flow. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths in your down dog. Steady your gaze, or you're welcome to close your eyes here. On your exhale, come down onto your knees. Untuck your toes, come down onto your forearms so they're parallel to each other. And so your palms and your wrists press down. Spread your fingertips wide. And draw your belly in here while you're on your knees. Now step back into a forearm plank. Press down through your wrist and pedal out your forearm plank. Tap your right knee. Tap your left knee. Right knee, left knee. Pedal it out. Hips and shoulders stay relatively fixed. Tap, 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 tap. Keep going. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep both knees up. Kick through the heels. And feel the connection to the balls of the feet. On your exhale, lower your hips, untuck your toes. You're in Sphinx pose. And release the front of the waist and your belly. Great. From your Sphinx, curl your right heel in towards your bum. Reach back with your right hand, grab for the outside of your ankle. Feel your right thigh, curl your left heel in. Reach back with your left hand, grab for the outside of your foot or your ankle. And draw your knees together, press your thighs down. And as you exhale, kick into your hands, floor bow. You should be able to give this all you got right now. Kick and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down, release your feet. Hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Elbows in, lift the knees, and press yourself all the way up to plank. Nice and light, lift your bum, downward facing dog. And take a breath in. Exhale, walk your feet forward, cross your legs, sit down onto your bum. And set up for boat pose. Uncross your legs, hands behind your knees. Elbows in around your sides. Rock back on your sacrum, lift your feet up. Shins parallel to the floor, keep lifting the back of your heart up. Float your arms by your sides. Inhale, lower halfway down. Exhale, come up, knees to your chest. Inhale, lower halfway down. Exhale, come up, knees into your chest. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale up, knees to your chest. Now stay up. Wrap your right leg over your left leg. Okay, lower halfway down to your low back and eagle wrap, right arm under your left arm. Okay, inhale here. Exhale, elbows to knees, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, elbows to knees, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, elbows to knees, squeeze. Unwrap your legs. Unwrap your arms. Come back up. Balance on your sacrum, knees into your chest. Got it? Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale up, knees to chest. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale up, knees to your chest. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale up, knees to your chest. Lower halfway, left leg over your right leg, eagle legs. Okay, to your low back, eagle arms, left arm under your right arm. Still hovering, inhale. Exhale, elbows to your knees. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, elbows to your knees. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, elbows to your knees. Uncross your legs, hover everything. So you're on your low back, but your shoulders and your feet are hovering 3 to 6 inches off the ground. And feel the reach through your fingertips. You got it. 5, 4. Low belly should be on fire. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let everything come down. Let your back and your shoulders settle into the ground. And feel the wise willingness and to let it go to the flow and to receive all the energy and to shape that practice of that tool set. And positive perspective, the light, the hope. Bend your legs, bring your feet flat so they're hip width. Press down into your feet, lift your bum, come into bridge, interlace the fingers beneath your low back. And squeeze the hands. You started, right, with these knuckles over your head in a forward fold. And now feel it. Press the pinky side of your palms down, roll your inner thighs up. Feel your glute bridge. You're engaged through your glutes. And breathe across your chest. Take a breath. On your exhale, lower down. Time. Don't wait. Either a second bridge or hands by your ears, setting up for full wheel. Elbows point up as your middle fingers turn out. Press through your hands, feet to the top of your head. Make sure you're pressing down. Exhale, come on up. If not wheel, do bridge for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the chin, wheel, lower slow, upper back, middle spine, and your hips down. Take a breath in. Third and final, bridge or wheel. Hands beside your ears for wheel. Elbows point up, middle fingers turn out. Press through your feet, lift the hips, press the top of the head. Set all fours, press down, and then exhale, come up. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the chin wheel, upper back bridge. Everybody lower, slower. Let your hips settle. Feet are wide, knees knock in towards each other, and let your arms come down by your sides. Close the eyes, be still. And let your knees come apart from one another. Heel toe your feet in a little bit closer, and then straighten your legs out long onto your mat. You should open up the lower spine, cross your right ankle over your left ankle with your legs straight. You reach your arms over your head like a good morning stretch, and your left hand grabs the inside of your right wrist. Move your heels to the left, and then move your shoulders to the left, so you're creating this longer line through your right side body. And let your head settle down, release your jaw. You notice you might have a little smile on your face, unforced, of course. Finish your exhale, come back to your center. and then switch. So your left ankle crosses over your right ankle. Your right wrist grabs the inside of your left wrist. Heels to the right, shoulders to the right. And then let your head come back down. And these outer hip flexors should not feel nearly as tight as they once did pre-quarantine. Your low back not nearly as tight, activating all this strength in your hamstrings and your glutes, not just practicing for flexibility in those parts of your body. And all of that to say more support, more space for peace and relaxation through your mind. And it's an inside job. And slowly come back to your center and release your wrists. Bring your arms down, release your ankles. And bend your legs so that your feet are flat. And roll onto your right side. Make your way up to a seat. And kick your legs out straight in front of you. Right leg long, sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh like a tree leg. And take your hands, reach for your right foot, ankle or shin. And once you have it, turn your left ribs down, slide your right ribs back. And kick your foot into your hands. And take a breath into the middle third of your spine. And should feel good after everything you've done this morning in your practice. You lift halfway, take your left hand behind you, roll up onto your left shin, open the gate, lift your hips. Right toes point down, and your right arm can reach up and back. Make sure you're stable in your bottom shoulder. A little micro bend to the elbow. Chin to your chest, lower your bum, come back down to your seat. Straighten your left leg, switch. Bring the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh. Reach your arms out, hands to your left foot, ankle or shin. And turn your right ribs down, slide your left ribs back so the center of your heart is over your left kneecap. And kick the foot into the hands. And breathe into the middle third of your spine. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, bring your right hand back behind you. Roll up onto your right shin. Lift your hips, turn your left toes down, reach your left arm over. Open the gate. Receive the flow. You notice positivity through your mind. Again, that joy or that moment where there's a smile on your face and you weren't expecting it to be the case. And chin to your chest. Slowly bring your bum back down. Use your belly. And straighten both legs out in front of you. Ground your seat. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, hinge, hands to your feet, ankles or shins. You can go wrists into the tops of your toes. And so the palms of your hands are on the soles of your feet. Kick out through your heels, one little lift in the back of your heart. The being that goes the slowest perhaps is the wisest. So let's see. Suck the belly in, float the hands out in front. And from your forward fold, chin to your chest, and we begin to roll back and down through our spine, one vertebra at a time. And you just can't stop. So go as slow as you can, but you're not allowed to stop. You can't just hold yourself in place. And chin to your chest, arms are forward, and creating that counterbalance, and we're rolling back, hitting our sacrum, top of the sacrum, the lumbar spine, low back, and thoracic spine, middle back, and eventually we get to our cervical spine, and our upper back and our neck, still rolling. And that little move here, everybody, is just so good, and for releasing the attachments from your mind to your emotions, and to just really reconcile, and the ability to let go through your body, and to let go of the anchors and attachments in your mind. Once you land and release. Big toes out, arms by your sides, palms face up. You may feel this incredible expansion. And this openness, and to exist in this moment without worry, without stress, without drama, without suffering. I hope you all can live and act from this place for as long as possible. And just set the target until we meet again tomorrow at 10 a.m. And you live this way until we meet again tomorrow at 10 a.m. One day. And thank you all so much for sharing your practice. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And take it slow. And be patient with yourself, especially if your body's sore. Take some rest. And enjoy this day. And see you tomorrow, everyone. Namaste.